Welcome, it's Stu. I am in Berwick for a wee holiday and I've decided to show you around the caravan site and more importantly what beers we've been drinking whilst we're here. Hello, thank you for choosing to watch this video. We drove from Fife, Scotland down to the Berwick Holiday Centre for a Monday to Friday stay in a bronze caravan located at Borders Close, which was in the top corner of the caravan park sandwiched between the golf course and the golf view villages. Whilst it did look like we were tucked away in the corner of the caravan park, we were actually just a 5-minute walk away from the main facilities, which became quite handy. The entertainment centre was well laid out. You had immediate access to Papa John's and the Chippy as soon as you stepped foot into the building. It was also decorated with several flags celebrating the ongoing Euros tournament whilst we were there. The arcade was your standard affair, over a dozen claw machines, pirate wheels, Tom and Jerry coin pushers, arcade cabinets, pool tables, but no SpongeBob card machine, which is my particular favourite way to gamble when on holiday. The prize cabinet wasn't as good as I had hoped. The likes of Haggerston Castle or Craigtarrant had far better ones, but here they did have some amazing tat prizes, including a Tyson Fury boxing glove shaped tea mug, which was available for 4,000 tickets. I walked away with a Batman mug, keyring and tea mat set. The outdoor pool looked great, but it was closed off for 3 out of the 4 days that we stayed at the park. My family did enjoy the indoor pool though. The steep slide and the aqua inflatables was probably their favourite activity. They booked themselves to go on it 2 nights in a row. We had to buy more swimming trunks and towels because they were in the pool that often. Since my children are getting older now, they're showing less interest in the Seaside Squad and the Mad Hatter's Tea Party, and more interest in going to the parks and beaches, so we found ourselves doing more walks and outdoor activities. Berwick has 2 lovely beaches on site, There is the Harbour Beach along from the Sea View site, and the second beach known as the Fisherman's Beach. We visited that one as part of the Beach Explorers free activity which we booked on the Haven app. We met a park ranger who walked us down a large winding staircase and led us to this wonderful beach on a beautiful sunny morning, which was ideal for rock pooling. Overall, I think Berwick is great for a long weekend. You could spend 2 days on site, and I would suggest spending another day in town at Berwick-upon-Tweed, or, if you have the time, drive a little further along to the Holy Island. You won't regret it. Now, time for the beer vlog. Cheers! If you're enjoying the video so far, please consider subscribing. It encourages us to make more of these cool videos and travel a little further in search of the perfect beer. Now, my beer goals on holiday are always the same. Find and drink beer that you won't find at home. So we started by going to the local supermarkets. I was happy to find all of these Harper ales, which I didn't realise was more or less the English craft beer that was made specifically to sell in Aldi's, much like Williamsboro's back in Scotland. Over in Morrison's, I'm always jealous of the any 4 for the price of 3 deal. That doesn't exist in Scottish Morrison's, but since we were in Northumberland, majority of the beers they were selling were from a lot of Scottish breweries as well as English. So it was a little more difficult to find 4 new beers for me to try out. Back on site, I was pleased to see that the mini market shop stocked Alnwick Brewery beers. We've reviewed a few of their beers on this channel before. Sure, the bottles here might have Stour on the bottle caps, but they're definitely worth trying if you could find them. A few days in, we fired into town for a little shopping and stumbled upon this amazing beer garden at the back of Amore, an Italian restaurant. We stopped it so the kids could use the toilets. This is the Three Bridges Pilsner It was a lovely little glass of beer after walking around for an hour or so. Back in the caravan, I finally got to have my way with those Harper ales. The red ale, surprisingly, was my favourite. I didn't think I was much of a red ale beer guy, but it was definitely the standout brew. The Black Sheep Amber Ale was not for me though, and pardon that lazy pour. The Hop Foundry's Watermelon Pale Ale was naff. No real taste at all. I never noticed the name Hop Foundry on the can when I was buying the beer. That should have been my warning. The Yorkshire Bitter and Harper's Golden Ale from Aldi were okay. Nothing groundbreaking, just a nice beer to try out whilst you're on holiday cooking the spag bol. Last but not least, Vault City's Tropical Twist Session Sour. Yes, I know it's Scottish and I could have easily bought it at home, but I've never tried that one and I really needed to get my 3 out of 4 deal. And yeah, it was a delicious little boozy beer, tasted exactly like melted ice poles. And just like that, the beer vlog is over. On the 3rd day of the holiday, my kids were becoming unwell, as well as a few others on our trip, and everyone agreed we were better off packing up and heading back home a day early. Here's the beers that I brought home with me, and at the time of recording this, the Polly's Double Dry Hopped Pale Ale has been the standout beer from this trip. Again, if you've enjoyed this video, please like and leave a comment. It encourages others to do the same. And if you want me to keep making these videos, please consider subscribing. And until next time, cheers.